"Dad," I mumbled, my voice cracked from crying too long. The rustle of leaves echoed loudly beneath my boots, breaking the silence in the quiet graveyard. My eyes welled with tears as I stared at my father's grave. Saying my final goodbye to him was way harder than I had imagined. "Ember, we're leaving soon. Don't take too long," Alpha Dominic said. I had almost forgotten I wasn't alone here. "I won't," I replied, my voice just barely above a whisper. "I'm waiting at the car," he replied and walked out. My father had died during a fight when our pack, Crescent Pack, was under attack by our biggest rivals. In order to honor his death, Alpha Dominic had decided to take me in to live together with his family since I was now an orphan. As pleasant as that looked, I still shivered in fear thinking about my new life. Not only was I going to live in the pack house, but I was now living under the same roof with Alpha Dominic's triplet sons, aka my high school bullies. I had always been the odd one out, the girl everyone picked on for being cursed. After my mom passed away a few days after my birth, I was constantly bullied for being a cursed child because death shortly after childbirth was a sign of a cursed child in the Crescent Pack. As if that wasn't enough, I was in the lowest social status within the pack, an Omega, which automatically made me a target for bullies, especially when I was on a sponsored education at Lunar Haven Academy, a school where only the higher ranks could afford to attend. The triplets, Tristan, Caleb, and Lucas, had taken it upon themselves to make me suffer and remind me of my place. My mind drifted back to a not-so-distant memory, one of the many instances when the triplet made my life unbearable. I closed my locker just about to head to my next class when Tristan, Caleb, and Lucas cornered me near the lockers. Tristan, the most vocal of the trio, smirks as he leans against the lockers. "Well, well, look who decided to grace us with her presence," he sneers, his eyes locking onto me, making me uneasy. Caleb, standing to Tristan's right, chimes in with a sly grin. "I see your fashion sense hasn't gotten any better." I squirmed uncomfortably as Caleb's eyes raked my body down to my toes. It felt like I was naked before him. My faded black jeans and pink top felt like trash compared to their luxurious clothing. Lucas, the silent one, observed with cold eyes. "Of course, she is practically the pack's personal joke," Tristan mocked. They laughed amongst themselves, taking pleasure from my discomfort. I clenched my fists, determined not to let them see how deeply their words affected me. "You know," Caleb whispered, leaning in closer, "maybe if you were a bit smarter, your mere presence wouldn't be such an embarrassment." "Stop!" I yelled in anger, fed up with their constant mockery. The hallway immediately fell silent, and the students passing by halted, stopping to see who had dared raise her voice at the three golden boys in Lunar Haven Academy. Tristan, Caleb, and Lucas were basically worshipped here. They were the ones every girl swooned over and wished they could date. Every guy wanted to be them so badly and wished to be in their place. Their good looks, wealth, and high ranks earned the respect of the pack. Lucas, finally breaking the silence, spoke with an icy tone. "Don't forget your place, Ember. You're nothing more than a stain on this pack." The triplets left me standing there, my facade crumbling as they walked away, leaving behind a trail of laughter that echoed in the emptying hallway.